Hey guys, I know it's been a while since I have made a video, but life. Wanna say hi? No? Stop. Okay. So, I thought that today's topic would be people. And why people, you may ask? Okay, so people are entitled. People are rude. People are entitled. And especially if you work in retail for some reason. So, I have only worked 3 jobs so far. My first one was retail, but in a small town, a factory, and then now I live in a city, and I also am currently working a retail job. And people are so rude. And I don't know if city people are just a little bit more rude than usual, but I have come across some of the most entitled people while working here. I think it's gonna be 1 year that I've been working at this job. So I work in a small store, and I'm not gonna name it, but I'm sure some of you might be able to figure it out. And because we are a smaller store than, let's say, TJ Maxx and Walmart or whatnot, I know they still get mistreated there, but because we are a smaller store, for some reason that gives them even more entitlement. They give more reason to mistreat us because we're not as big as establishment. I really want to know why. Why do you have to be rude? Why do you have to give so much hatred to someone who's actually being nice to you? Like, I know I don't have my days where I'm a little bit what do you call it? Quiet. I wouldn't call it exactly rude. I just want to move fast. I just don't want to talk to people. I just want to get them through and let them go on their way. And I don't get how some of us cashiers need that disrespect. I remember once there was this lady. She comes in and she says, "Can you blow up these balloons?" And there's these pack of latex balloons. And I'm like, "No, I can only blow up the store's balloon." And we had like a display of the balloons we have against the wall near the registers. And I'm like, "Those are the balloons I could blow up. I can't blow up any outside balloons." It's just like, why? I'm like, I don't know. I can't. And she starts getting very rude about it. And she's like, "This cheap ass store doesn't want to blow up my balloons. Safeway would do it." I'm like, I didn't tell her that, but I was thinking I'm gonna go to Safeway then if they will do it. But I'm like, no, I'm sorry, we can't blow up balloons, outside balloons. So I thought we were okay. So I start scanning her items, and I think she had 2. I can't remember if they're glass cups or some mugs. The thing is, I didn't have any paper to wrap them with, and I'm like, "Do you want me to wrap them within the other stuff that you're buying?" It's just like, no. I'm like, okay, then what do you want me to do? And she's like, take them off then. She was being so rude about it. Like, I can't even explain the situation. She was so rude about it. And then she ended up leaving, and at that moment I think I was still sort of new. So like I was upset, but mostly I sort of wanted to cry. Good thing I didn't though. And then this other time there was this gentleman, this man. I was scanning his items. I asked if he wanted a bag. He said yes. So I put them in the bag. And people tend to not care. They don't really care how I pack their things. Most of them just want me to shove it into one bag because you have to buy bags here. And he starts getting all upset. I'm like, no, to put back cookies that way. I'm like, cookies. Okay, then how? So I put them in differently. And he's like, no, you're going to squish my cookies. You're going to break my cookies. Do you not know how to pack? Do they not teach you how to pack here? And he started giving me so much hate. And good thing my manager was there, and he was like, people tend to not care how your items are packed. And because my manager is a guy, I guess the guy who was complaining like calmed down a bit, and like, I just don't want her to break my cookies. You know, I don't get it. Like, you could just say, can you set the cookies aside? Like, if I saw someone packing my cookies incorrectly, because I guess I would have a special way of packing cookies, or I was afraid they were going to break them, I would just nicely, politely ask, hey, can you put my cookies to one side? And I could pack them once they were done bringing me up, or I could usually have them in hand. Like, people make the biggest deals of the smallest things. And then people tend to be even more rude on holidays. So far, since I've worked in the store, the first holiday, the day that people were more rude was Christmas. And that's of the lines, okay? And people, like, you go to a store and you see there's lines, you see there's a lot of people, and there's only like, let's say 2 cashiers. You're making the choice to still shop there and get in line. So I don't think you would have the right to complain about the line. Yes, you could be a little bit upset, but you don't have to be rude to us for the fact that all of y'all came into the store at the same time. But that's just me though. Like, it's okay if you come up to the register saying, I'm not gonna buy this anymore, and like, let's say you have like a basket full of items and you put it by my register. Okay, cool. Now I know where those items are. Or you could just turn around and leave if you don't want to wait in line. And that's what I don't get. Like, I don't know what people's thought process is. They see the lines, they see there's a lot of people. Do they think that these lines are gonna suddenly disappear once they're done shopping? I don't get it. And I don't like all retail workers deal with this some way, somehow. I just never had dealt with this like I deal here where I live. Like I said, my first retail job was in like a smaller town, and most of those folk were older people, and even there were some young people. They weren't really rude, and I just don't. It really surprised me when I started experiencing it here, and I just want to know, does it really depend on where you live, or was I just lucky enough in my first job to not experience as much hatred as I do now? And I'm sort of happy I didn't experience it, because I probably would have broke down crying every time someone was rude. Now, I I'm struggling to keep calm. Oh, that reminds me. There was another instance. It was Valentine's Day. On Valentine's Day, this older man is in my line. He comes up to my register and he has one Valentine's card. And he's like, "It's stupid that I have to wait in line for this little card." And I'm like, "I'm sorry, sir. There's a lot of people, and some of my coworkers had called out, and there's only two of us being able to service you right now." And he starts getting all upset, like it's stupid. I have to wait in line for one card. And in my head, I'm like, it's a Valentine's card. We had the Valentine's card for, I believe, over a month out. You could have bought this the day before. The day before was not busy. You could have bought it a week before. And due to his poor planning, he had to wait in line for one card. And I don't get how that's my fault. I admit I did start getting a little bit frustrated with him. I'm like, I'm sorry that we don't have enough people. I'm sorry there's long lines. I'm sorry that you had to wait in line for one thing. And then he was like, I think he called me something underneath his breath. I didn't get to catch it. I'm like, "Have a nice day, sir." I don't really like it here. So, what do you guys think? This is just me ranting, okay? I don't have friends. So, this is me ranting to whoever will hear. And I'll gladly like to hear what you guys have to say. I would like to listen to your experiences with retail. And maybe someone could give me an explanation of why people are so rude, as if it was the cashier's fault when it's not. I mean, I have an idea, like maybe people are not self-aware, but like, I don't know. So that was my rant of today. Thank you for whoever is listening. Thank you for whoever joined me. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.